I'm going to show you how to create pop-out letter poster designs. Feel free to use any image you'd like. If you want to use a different font, just make sure it's thick enough so we can see the image through the letter. Click the new layer icon to make a new layer. We'll fill it with white, but before we do, let's check our foreground and background colors. If they aren't black and white respectively, press D on your keyboard. If they're inverted, press X. White is our background color, press Ctrl+Delete. Select your horizontal type tool and in the type picker, open a thick font you'd like to use. I'll make its size approximately 280 points, but feel free to adjust this number based on the font you choose. The aliasing and alignment aren't important for this example. Click on your document and type the first letter of your subject's name. Open your Move tool and center the letter over your document. Double-click the text layer to open its layer style window. Click Stroke. The size is 15 pixels, the position is outside. The blend mode is normal and the opacity is 100%. Click the color box and pick a color for the stroke. You can always change it later if you want. Click Drop Shadow. The blend mode is multiply, the color is black and the opacity is 30%. I'll make the angle 132 degrees, the distance 60 pixels and the size 30 pixels. Unlock the background and drag it to the top of the Layers panel. We'll clip it to the inside of our letter by hovering our cursor between the two layers and pressing and holding Alt. Or another way to do this is to go to Layer and create Clipping Mask. If we want to resize our image inside the letter, press Ctrl+T to open the Transform tool and go to a corner. Press and hold Alt as we drag it in or out. To reposition it inside the letter, just drag it. Then, press Enter or Return. Make a copy of the layer by pressing Ctrl+J. In this copy, we'll separate our subject from its background. There are many ways to do this. However, for this example, go to Select and Mask. Click Select Subject. Click OK. Control-click the large T of the letter to make a selection of its shape. Invert the selection by pressing Ctrl+Shift+I. Open your pencil tool and make sure black is your foreground color. Open the pencil picker and pick a soft or hard, round point. Let's make its size 125 pixels, its opacity 100% and its smoothing 0%. Draw over the outside of the letter where you'd like to mask out the subject. Then, deselect it by pressing Ctrl+D. Double-click the top layer to open its layer style window. Click Drop Shadow. Keep all the settings the same as you had earlier, except make its opacity 20%. Next, we'll mask out the drop shadow inside the letter, as well as the rest of the hornbill that we don't want outside the letter. Make a new layer and shift-click the layer under it to make it active, as well. We'll merge them together by pressing Ctrl+E. Click the layer mask icon to make a layer mask next to the active layer. Select Polygonal Lasso tool and make a selection from inside edge of the letter to the outside. We'll fill the selection with black. Then, deselect it. Next, we'll make the background into a soft, radial gradient. Make the bottom layer active and click the adjustment layer icon. Click Gradient. Open the style list and click Radial. Open the gradient list and click the black to white thumbnail. Click the gradient bar to open the gradient editor. Click the lower, left stop and click on a color inside the letter to pick it up. Then, click OK on the color picker and the gradient editor to close them. Check Reverse to reverse the colors and adjust the scale to widen the gradient to your liking. Refine the colors. Thanks for watching.